So, 2020 is already around the corner, which somehow isn't the craziest thing about this time period. Someone got killed by a car that's supposed to drive itself. People edit pictures of world leaders throwing up gang signs. Minecraft is making a comeback. Someone launched a music career by calling themselves, and I quote, a cow. A fat orange, probably racist reality star and former WWE wrestler is currently the leader of the free world. Oh, and over 20 Democrats are trying to take his spot in Oval Office. At once. But we're not here to talk about all of these terrible things. Well, I mean, it's not all terrible. Some of the candidates seem alright, and I do enjoy both Minecraft and Doja Cat music. But we're not here to talk about random stuff. We're actually here to talk about random people. More specifically, this random guy who's running for the presidency of the United States of America. His name is Julian Castro. And instead of continuing to ramble, I'll let Castro ramble for himself.
Birth rate is declining. Baby boomers in record numbers are drawing down from Social Security. We see countries around the world that have an aging population. We're going to have an aging population. So I said, if we're not careful, in 20 to 30 years, if we don't get this right, we're going to be begging for immigrants. Right?
America was built by immigrants.
Right. It was.
This is not something that was theoretical for me. I went to public schools my whole life. And our daughter, Karina, today goes to public school. So I care about this deeply. And I know that for most parents out there, their hang-up is not about, oh, is this something from the local school district or the state government or the federal government? No, they want to know that when their kid walks into that school, that kid is going to be able to get a good education.
So that was Castro talking about some important issues. Now we're going to move on to the background with Anto.
Wait. Who's Anto?
Your Anto.
Oh. He is a San Antonio, Texas native and is son to Jesse Guzman and Maria Castro, a Chicana political activist. He has a twin brother, Joaquin Castro, and he is also in public service. Julian graduated from Stanford in 1996 with a bachelor's degree in political science and communications and worked as an intern in the White House under President Bill Clinton. In 1997, he entered Harvard Law School and graduated with a Juris Doctor in 2000. Julian served in San Antonio City Council and was also the mayor. In 2007, Castro married Erica Lira, an elementary school teacher. They had a daughter in 2009 and a son in 2014. Castro gained national attention in 2012 when he was the first Hispanic to deliver the keynote address in the Democratic National Convention. In 2014, Castro accepted President Obama's offer of the position of United States Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Castro and his family are very involved in public education, and overall his main goal is to reshape the system. He hopes for a national, federally funded pre-kindergarten program, wants to eliminate tuition at public universities, and alter the student debt payment process. He plans on imparting a federal tax credit that would increase teacher pay by up to $10,000 per year. He's also big on immigration and supports a comprehensive immigration reform. Now, he's a smart man and is against Trump's border wall plan, but he is in favor of securing the border with better technology, making a more efficient legal immigration process.
So now we have to go over the magic numbers. Castro is currently polling at a relatively low 1.5% on average. He is right behind Cory Booker, but a whopping 36.8 points behind the current frontrunner, Joe Biden.
Looking at Castro's donations, we found that 69% are large individual contributions, 29.9% are small individual contributions, small being less than $200, and 1.1% are political action committee contributions. Castro's top two contributors are Stris and Maher Law Firm, which donated $27,600, and the MAS Law Firm, which donated $19,400. Castro's top states are Texas with 61.8%, California with 20.2%, and New York with 4.8%. So this is where the good stuff comes. Hot, juicy scandals. When it comes to Mr. Castro, our research concludes that he literally did almost nothing wrong. He barely has anything to apologize for, which is very rare with politicians. He did have an incident where he violated the Hatch Act statute by donating to a political campaign, but he wasn't even punished because he didn't know better. There's really just no dirt on this guy. So far, he seems clean when it comes to politics.
So we've went over all the basic information about the candidate. Now we have to go over the candidate's flaws. And if I'm being honest, and I don't want to sound like too much of a Castro supporter here, not many. He has surprisingly little baggage. We actually even had a hard time finding something that he should apologize for. But there's little things that we can go over that wouldn't necessarily hurt him. Like he once violated the Hatch Act. We already talked about that. Obama didn't punish him or any of the other employees there who, did it because they didn't know any better. And then he endorsed Hillary, which I guess can be spun to look bad if you really try hard enough. You might hear it on Fox News a couple times, but other than that. However, stepping away from weaknesses, he does have some pretty good things going for him. His experience as a mayor means that he has, albeit scaled down, somewhat of a taste of what being in an executive position is like. I'd be remiss in not mentioning his race. He is the only, if not the only, notable Latino candidate. Minority voting, specifically Latino voting, has been up since 2016, and this is where Castro polls the highest. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for, Trump's most likely nickname. I'm just going to keep this one short and sweet and call him Fidel, because he has the same last name as that one communist guy who basically took over Cuba. That pretty much wraps it up for this video. I know it's a little bit long, but we literally had a crap ton of information to sort through and try to organize and actually put in a video that wouldn't put people to sleep. And this is the best we could do. If you're here from just the internet and you're not watching this with me right now in my gov class, just feel free to go down there and hit the subscribe button. You might as well hit the subscribe button. I'm probably gonna start doing vlogs and random stuff, things like that. More house minorities, anyone?